Well, he hasn't yet taken office, but New York City Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani has already reached out to several Democrats to work with him to take on President Trump. He's already had phone calls with Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro. He also had a meeting with Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren earlier this week. She has said she is on board with his plan of rent freezes and free public transit. But New York Governor Kathy Hochul says pump the brakes, because right now she doesn't see a plan that takes money out of a system that relies on those fares. News Nation's Leah Lando is live for us there in New York. So Leah, what more are you learning about these meetings, about these phone calls?
Yeah, that's right, Nichole. It's not really surprising that the incoming New York City mayor is meeting and reaching out to Democratic leaders, right? But perhaps what's most notable here is who he is reaching out to. We are talking about some big names in the Democratic Party who have taken on President Trump for various reasons. As you mentioned, he has held private calls with at least 3 Democratic governors. We're talking about Wes Moore of Maryland, J.B. Pritzker from Illinois, Josh Shapiro from Pennsylvania, all who have pushed back on Trump policies, including his efforts and attempts to send federal troops to Democratic cities. So Mamdani has said that he wants to be proactive, including directly reaching out to President Trump. The president, in turn, we've heard him say that he wants New York City to be successful here and that he will help Mamdani, but warned the city must be respectful of Washington. So the mayor-elect also met recently with Senator Elizabeth Warren, as you mentioned, a leading progressive, frequent critic of Wall Street. Now, she has praised his agenda to include controversial things like free child care, rent freezes, free buses. So again, he hasn't even taken office here in New York City. He's already reaching out beyond New York City to other Democratic leaders. So we're working to learn more about that, Nichole.
All right, so Leah, free child care, free city buses, really a big part of his campaign, but now he's already facing some pushback.
Yeah, he certainly is. You have critics, of course, Republican critics, other critics, because they're wondering where's the money going to come from. But notably here in New York Governor Kathy Hochul putting a little resistance on his plan for the free buses recently. She said that she can't support a plan that takes money out of a system that relies on the fares of the buses and subways. But she did leave the door open to targeted relief, saying, can we find a path to make it more affordable for people who need help? Of course we can. So on childcare, another pillar of the mayor-elect's platform, he is calling for free childcare. And of course, questions remain about how would that be covered. So we're hearing more from both sides on that. But the news today that we're talking about is those Democratic governors that he has reached out to. And we have made some calls of our own to try to learn more about those calls, what the intentions are there. And we will let you know when we hear back, Nichole.
All right, Leah, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.